On this episode of Inside the Blueprint, a heavy machinery service, rental, and repair company, construction management solutions, smart lighting ideas, innovative turf systems, plus lots more. On a construction site, every dollar counts, and choosing the right equipment can make or break your bottom line.
The reason you want to buy used equipment is because you can buy 3 machines for the cost of 1. This gives you threefold the return on your investment, and it's a no-brainer for a rental house or a contractor, and it lowers your debt service. There's a 179 clause in the IRS that allows you to write this off 100% over the duration of your loan. It gives you tax credit, and you could take this right off the top of your balance sheet, the depreciation.
From lifts to loaders, generators to compressors, Equipment Services LLC is known across the tri-state area for providing reliable, premium pre-owned equipment, all backed by a service that goes the extra mile.
Our goal was to create a quality product. We've been in this business since the 80s. No one was representing their equipment and standing behind it. There was no one doing reconditioning to the extent we do it other than the factory. We have such faith in our work and ability to do a complete job up to OEM specs that we offer this warranty, and we could give you an extended warranty for the whole length of the loan as well. We stand behind our equipment because we're looking for customer satisfaction. The safety and reliability of Boom is probably the most important aspect of what we do. We're putting people up in the air. There's all kinds of dangers. The technology end of the equipment has drastically changed. It's more computer driven than ever. The prices of the equipment has drastically changed, and that's where we come into creating tremendous value at a wholesale price. There's no end to where we can find equipment. We're at every auction. We do a lot of trade-ins and bartering. We're looking for the integrity of the machine. A 60-point inspection that's going to tell us exactly the parts and the labor we have to put into on our equipment.
What you see isn't always what you get with anything that's advertised out there. People assume the equipment will be everything they hope it is before they buy it, once they receive it, and they can be let down. We're here to make sure you're not. Our reconditioned equipment is, we'd like to think, as good as new equipment, and you have the people here, a whole team of us standing behind it. So you came in, you're looking for a Genie telehandler that we had advertised. If it's everything you thought it would be, great. If it's not, we have one similar in a JLG over here. You can take a look at that. If it has the wrong fork or carriage, if it doesn't have the cab, we can add the cab. Whatever it is you might need, we can cater it to your need. There's probably 200 pieces outside this window right now, and then there's other equipment outside of here that we bring in if it's outside of our core wheelhouse, as we say, industrial forklifts and whatnot.
Mike and his team know that time is money, and their customers don't have time for breakdowns.
Our customer relationships are really simple. I want to treat our customers though I want to be treated myself. I think it's very important that we put the customer on a pedestal. Without this customer, any customer, we have no business even being here. We make sure that we meet the standard of this machine when it was new. The most important thing is the safety and the integrity of the machine. ANSI is the jurisdiction of safety that the American National Safety Institution. The ANSI will be filled out by us by a certified mechanic, and that's your warranty from us that this meets standards of safety.
Each machine goes through a rigorous inspection process, and nothing leaves the yard unless it passes.
When we receive a piece of machinery that comes in, it will come in and get assessed, number one, for safety, after which machine is deemed safe structurally and sound. It will get a full mechanical inspection. Cosmetically, we will then look at the machine, see what it needs as far as restoration and body and paint, and the final product is what you see on the front line. Once that quality control check is finished, it will then go to a further step where it will receive a pre-delivery inspection before it leaves the facility. Anything from the tires to the top of the boom. There's a lot of components that make these machines up, and we have to check every component to make sure it's safe, efficient, and ready for our customers' use. Our service to produce a machine that our customers cannot be down, so we have to give them a proper machine that they can stay operating with no downtime.
When you're looking for a piece of any of the equipment, the aerial lifts have the The annual inspection report, per the manufacturer's guidelines, we make sure these pieces meet those safety standards as laid out by JLG Genie and all the other manufacturers. The telehandlers have complete service, and yes, they have to be safe as well, but on different guidelines. We make sure they meet them all. And once you receive it, you can take it straight to a job site and the OSHA inspector shouldn't find a problem with it. We have to educate our customers as to a feature and option that might be available that could help their need. If you need a wider carriage, longer forks, we have it.
Ready to stretch your budget and get the equipment you need without compromise? Equipment Services can help.
We've been dealing with equipment services since 2015. We have not just bought the machinery, but we also have been able to service household equipment, which is over 20 pieces of equipment. They are reliable and they're always willing to go for the extra mile.
You want to buy used equipment because obviously we're trying to save money by going used versus new. We offer the warranty right off the bat for a month. If you wanted it for 6 months, a year, 5 years, we can cater it to your need. No matter where you're located with the equipment we sent you, we have resources for service. There is no problem we've encountered we couldn't fix.
We stand behind our used equipment because we know exactly what we're selling you. We're unique in regards to the amount of inventory we have. Also, we try to fulfill a niche in the business and try to make sure our shelves are full of that type of equipment. And we have over 300 machines on this facility at every given day. Equipment Services is foremost a repair facility. We are a rental company as well. People are just coming in looking to rent equipment, and we're open for business and we're looking for that business. We're so thankful to our customers for all you've done for us, and we want to continue to earn your business. And if there's anything we could do to help you, we're here for you.
To learn more about Equipment Services LLC, visit their website, eqsllc.com, or see this segment again on InsideTheBlueprint.com. Is your company upgrading, expanding, or moving? Are you looking for a tenant fit-out, spec suite, or space enhancement? Having worked with several Fortune 500 companies, Torino Incorporated has the experience to make your vision into a reality.
Torino Incorporated is a construction management company that specializes in tenant improvements as well as capital improvements. Our mission right now is to entice the people that are working from home to come back to the office. The best way for us to entice an office is to work with the landlord and the tenant to maintain a budget and make sure that the finishes are bright and cheery and really help the end user be a little more profitable. Torino Incorporated offers construction management to ensure the tenant is completely satisfied, moves in on time and under budget.
Torino approaches each and every project with thorough planning to help identify potential efficiencies in the schedule and improve timelines.
Each of our projects, we become an actual partner with the landlord and the tenant or the end user. We make sure that we know what their needs are and we satisfy those needs. Schedules are very important, especially in the tenant improvement environment, because the tenant has to occupy the space, let's say, at the beginning of each month. So we have to ensure that they can evacuate their previous location and be substantially complete in their new location. One of our biggest challenges in today's environment is most people want to work from home. So we need to entice people to come back to the office, and by doing that, we're going to make it a more comfortable place for them.
Torino Inc. specializes in tenant fit-outs, which are renovations of common area for companies to use in any building. Because of the changing environment, people are utilizing shared spaces. Some of our most common improvements are new finishes, paint, and carpet. At Torino, we ensure that everybody's included in all phases of the project. One of the ways we do this is with our hard hat camera. With our camera, we can take our customers from A to Z with every phase of construction, even if they're not on site. If the customer ever wants to check out what phase of construction is the latest, they can go on the website and tour the space virtually.
Always at the forefront of cutting-edge technology, Torino Inc. has adapted to using new applications and software in order to expand their services.
Procore is a software management tool, and it is used for all parties in the project to help maintain the schedule, submittal logs, change order logs, and the closeout package. All members of the project benefit because they can access 24/7 any information about the project, whether it be a submittal approval, the schedule delay, or a conflict, a solution to a problem. So if we can look at the project virtually from anywhere at any time, it just helps get more information flowing rapidly.
Long-lasting relationships with clients allow for repeat business, time and time again.
Our relationships with the landlords and the asset managers have offered a partnership that we can be trusted to provide all the services that they need. Ownership of the high-rise buildings in all the major cities is rapidly changing hands, more so now than ever before. So the new owner needs help understanding what kind of a building is he buying and how can we entice clients to come back to work. Our video footage that we provide and the data that we capture can offer this information virtually from anywhere. What Torino Incorporated can do for you now is literally take you inside the blueprint for any project from any location.
As one of the best contractors in Philadelphia, they're now expanding their services to other parts of the country.
Torino Incorporated has future plans of going national. We want to be able to help people get back to the office on a national level.
For more information about Torino, visit their website, torinoinc.com. And of course, visit our website, insidetheblueprint.com. Launched in 2000 in Gardena, California, a small company dedicated to the idea of environmentally conscious, sustainable production of lighting products, Visionaire Lighting quickly expanded in both reputation and size.
From the beginning, we started doing smaller scale jobs, everything from parks to sports facilities, and then got into automotive lighting. And as the company grew, we got into more large scale projects like smart cities and street lighting.
Fred, the president and owner of our company, was also involved in tennis, and so they wanted to start doing tennis lighting. And so we initially started by lighting tennis courts with HID, or high intensity discharge lamps.
Our company initially started with just assembling products, and over the years, we brought more and more processes in-house. Now today, we are a completely vertically integrated company who manufactures all of its different components here in our facility.
The advent of commercially viable solid-state or LED lighting was the first significant change in the industry in over 100 years.
The new technology that Visionaire has and why it's going to make us stand out is because an open platform, it's a single pane of glass. Currently in today's lighting market, if I am with a university or if I'm with a city, I want to be able to control my lights, I want to be able to control my parking sensors, my oxygen sensors, any kind of thing, and any time I want to do that, I have to do that on a separate login, a separate program. What's unique to Visionaire is we're an open protocol, which means we have different devices from different manufacturers that we could bring in and all operate on our own user interface.
Because solid-state lighting was essentially a small computer, it enabled other connected devices to interface with lighting for the first time at this level. This was the birth of smart lighting.
The technology that I developed was a platform, a very agnostic, unique platform where we could have multiple softwares on one pane of glass. So I could actually take it to where I could bring in 3 or 4 different types of software, bring it into one, and be able to visualize everything on a single pane of glass.
In the light fixtures there's a real estate. There's a platform inside there which allows that. The light itself's not detecting that movement, but there would be a computer or brain chip that's inside that platform that allows you to be able to signal what's going on based on the camera.
Visionaire manufactures its own printed circuit boards in-house in its Surface Mount Technology or SMT facility. Each board is individually tested and analyzed for quality. This ensures the elevated level of product quality and longevity.
We have robots doing injection molding, making the optics for our LED fixtures. We have a SMT room, which is surface mount technology, which will pick an LED off of a reel and place it onto our printed circuit board. We have a pattern shop or sandcast and for die cast.
Just like the smartphone's evolution over the years, Pangea Link technology will integrate with applications we haven't even imagined yet. There's a street light almost every place you look, which can support this technology in the future.
When you talk about the future and the application, it's really unlimited, and it's allowed us to continue to keep desiring the city's wants and needs and learning them as they're learning them at the same time.
The great thing about our technology is it's really future-proof. Because we are an open-ended platform, that means that whatever you have currently today, if you're happy with it, that's great, but if you realize you have a need and you need to incorporate something else into that system, you could do that in the future. So if you want to bring cameras onto it, if you want to bring smart water meters onto it, you're allowed to do that in the future because it's an open-ended platform.
The future for Visionaire is actually very, very bright. We're really developing things today and future-proofing our fixtures to where people can actually have access to this stuff 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the road. As you know, software never stops. It's always an evolving thing. So in some cases, we know where we are today, but it could change in 24 months. It could be a totally different technology. So we're trying to stay on the cutting edge of that.
For more information about this new technology, please visit visionairelighting.com. Baseball's come a long way since Babe Ruth. All sports have, but none more so than baseball. From little leagues to big leagues, the game is more competitive, more demanding than ever, requiring legendary skill, lightning reflexes, and crowd-pleasing performance. And the field is specially artificial turf that athletes run, catch, and perform on must meet the 21st century challenge.
For the last 37 years of my career, my emphasis has always been on player safety, protecting players, ideally not having them get injured. So I really got involved with this artificial turf study to make sure that this was the best possible synthetic field for our players to play on.
Globe Life Park, home of the Texas Rangers since 1994, remains. But in March 2020, the team relocated across the street to brand new Globe Life Field. A huge part of the 21st century cutting-edge venue is a cutting-edge playing surface, manufactured by Shaw Sports Turf, one of North America's leading synthetic turf companies.
The fact that we went out and we benchmarked well-manicured natural grass playing environments, and in those tests we take 7 specific metrics. Those metrics break down into 3 areas. One is really player-to-surface interactions. One is traction and how that player behaves on the surface, and then also energy return, and really how the ball interacts with the surface. The goal is to mimic well-manicured natural grass playing environment, and through our research, we've been able to do that.
Texas Rangers and other teams, after decades of playing on natural grass and 2 decades of intense research on field surfaces, athlete and ball mechanics, decided the benefits of playing on Shaw Sports synthetic grass surfaces was simply too good to pass up.
Shaw had a commitment to getting the baseball surface right that was different than any other manufacturer that we did on our preliminary visit. And then in subsequent visits, they demonstrated a commitment to baseball and to baseball playing surface that was beyond anyone else.
Shaw Sports Turf prides itself on being at the industry and manufacturing forefront for better performing, safer and more durable synthetic sports turf fields. As that leader, more and more sports teams, from little leagues to big leagues, are turning to Shaw Sports Turf for energy-efficient, water-saving, and big league cutting-edge solutions.
The main reason Paragon Sports Constructors decided to partner with Shaw Sports Turf Systems was their devotion to research and development. And basically, they're not doing what nobody else in the business is doing. We've worked with a lot of the other major manufacturers, and Shaw by far and away is light years above everybody else.
Installation of the new synthetic turf began in late February 2020, requiring 2 weeks of precision teamwork from start to finish.
Some fields now, it's a rubber pellet with a sand combination. That's what Toronto and Tampa Bay have. But we're actually playing with a new product with Shaw, which is actually an organic infill. So it's a ground up coconut shell, and it acts and feels and looks like a natural dirt.
So the turf system here is specifically designed for baseball. There's the B1K shock pad underneath the turf system here, and the turf is a very dense product, specifically with 2 tones of color to look very natural on TV and play just like natural grass. This field was benchmarked off the old Texas Rangers field.
When an organization as disciplined as the Texas Rangers does its homework, the payoff can be, well, like batting 1,000.
Well, the turf is nice. It feels like grass. The technology of this grass is made to feel like you're playing in regular grass. I think it's going to be a very good surface for the players to play.
We are thrilled to have the Shaw surface on this field. We went to all the manufacturers on the synthetic side and said, listen, we're not even going to consider this unless you can deliver to us the best playing surface in Major League Baseball.
It's looking good, Chuck. It's really great. As you can tell, it's pretty close right now.
So one more lift of sand and then geofill.
That is correct.
We're going to turn it over to Dennis and his group.
Right. Let the grounds guys get on it and figure out how to moisture condition and maintain, and should be able to maintain it pretty easily.
Well, it looks great. Y'all have done an outstanding job on it.
Thank you. We're very proud of it.
To learn more about Shaw Sports Turf 20 years of excellence in over 3,000 field and stadium installations, and how Shaw Sports can help propel your organization into the 21st century both on and off the field, visit shawsportsturf.com. Or to view this segment again, visit us at InsideTheBlueprint.com. Magic-Pak is an industry leader in multifamily HVAC technology. A combination of performance, convenience, and flexibility, these all-in-one units optimize the construction process from design to occupancy.
So our mission is to be the obvious choice for heating and cooling solutions for the multifamily industry, for architects and engineers and developers and contractors. This is a goal that we pursue with a unique product called Magic-Pak. Magic-Pak is an all-in-one HVAC system that maximizes and optimizes projects. Allied Air is a division of Lennox International, and we happen to be celebrating our 125th anniversary this year. Lennox is quite unique, actually, as the only American-based pure HVAC provider. Our commitment and our intensity of focus is a big, big deal. We launched the Magic-Pak concept more than 50 years ago now, offering a new approach to delivering comfort in multifamily dwellings. In fact, we created this all-in-one HVAC category.
Magic-Pak is an all-in-one HVAC system which improves the overall building environment while saving time and money.
So Magic-Pak is a really unique approach to doing heating and cooling systems in a multifamily environment, like an apartment or a condo. First of all, it starts by not taking 2 separate components, an indoor unit and an outdoor unit, and having them separately installed, but having everything combined into one single box. So when you do that, you simplify the design stage by making it easier to include the HVAC system unobtrusively in the apartment complex or building. It makes it easier for an architect to design around the HVAC system and not have to make space and waste valuable green space space outside the building. And it makes it easier for the installing contractor to repeatably put in a unit indoor only, takes less than half the time of a traditional system, reduces your labor hours, and gets you faster to the occupancy stage when the property can start making money.
Magic-Pak, with its plug-and-play design, is an ideal HVAC solution for apartments, condominiums, hotels, and other multifamily buildings construction. Its heating and cooling solution simplifies multi-vent building development at every stage, from construction to maintenance.
So this all-in-one HVAC system contains everything you need in one single compact package. You have a high-efficiency blower up top that moves the air throughout your system. In the center, you'll see a high-efficiency gas section with reliable blowers and a high-efficiency inducer motor to bring in fresh air from the outside. And then at the bottom, you'll see the compressor and then our high surface area coils that transfer the maximum amount of heat to the maximum amount of efficiency.
We're in Allied Air Manufacturing in Orangeburg, South Carolina. We started off from the base lay-in station, moving around to the brazing stations. This is where we solder our joints together so that there causes no leaks. Then we put those to two high-powered pressure testers. One high-powered pressure, the next is the chamber. Then we go through a vacuum stage, test it, cooling stages. Then we install that to marry the heating side. So this unit is so incredibly different because we actually combine 2 in 1. It doesn't split, 2 in 1. You have heating and cooling out of the same cabinet. Here at the facility, we do assemblies for residential heating and air conditioning here. We assemble them here on the manufacturing floor. Then we package them and ship them.
From innovative technology that serves architects, property developers, engineers, and mechanical contractors, Allied Air, with their product Magic-Pak multifamily HVAC system, which optimizes the construction process from design to occupancy.
So we're really excited about the future of our company. Magic-Pak is a well-recognized solution in many markets across Canada and the United States. We're seeking to broaden our footprint into all of the other markets, and we expect to see significant growth in the future.
For more information about anything you've seen on today's show, or to become part of Inside the Blueprint, go to our website, InsideTheBlueprint.com.